Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Clemson Tigers. Restate of State College, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Cavaliers ready to kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And we've got eyes on Bryant Wesco. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Blitnikoff awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite. And
he's loose. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. Up to 44 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Fresh center downs going to the air. With the catch, it's Brown. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The run inside. It's Johnson. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. 2nd and long here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tiger. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. grab near the marker. It's Courtney. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these
He's going to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
Oh, maybe a double pass. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He's loose. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
He's up to 51 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he almost had a pick.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Clemson is quick to the line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Looking for a crease. Oh, a lot of space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the move, it's Beebe. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Right side, it's Courtney. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I love their third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Keeps it on the ground. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. It back. Look out. That one's not even close.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, especially once you start to get this deep in territory, but you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Let's try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Out wide right, it's Lewis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Lewis. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Virginia! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
From the gun, it's Davidson. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Second and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As its staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Tells the run, lost the pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Great place to start for this offense. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Rolls right. Lets it fly. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Finds his man. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Right side, it's Johnson. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Wants to throw on first. Looking down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come in. hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Second down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Out wide right, it's Burrows. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking left. And the timing just a hair off.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They just keep firing. Just barely got rid of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Reels it in. On the move at the 30. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From deep, it's Courtney. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Finds a crease, it's Beebe. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the grab on the left. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver.
It's a running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sells to fake. Finds his big tight end. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Pulls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their second. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on third down, forcing the fourth down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Davidson. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Bowling Green, taking on the number 4 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's Bowling Green, looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. And now back to your game in Death Valley. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Courtney. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, Virginia's head coach told me at the half, the first half was okay, even though they've got a lead. He understands the ACC season opener, conference opener, they've got to be even better in the third quarter. He said there's some things we can clean up, some positives we can build on, but their intensity has to remain strong here to start the second half.
Thanks, Holly. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Oh, pressure's coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Courtney. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Oh, a double pass. Rushes on. Misses badly on that one.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
That's caught. It's Courtney. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on.
There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down. Let's go down to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oak. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. wide receiver going in motion. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. He'll throw it. Left side, it's Johnson. Gets away from one, finds room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Left side, Wesco makes the grab. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Clemson set up with another first down. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Turns up, it's Davidson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks, it's first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's looking at this as a free play, wants to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the point after. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Beebe. At the 35, he's open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football and he can make big plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Out wide right, it's Lewis. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. Scrambling to the left. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Touchdown, Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That's caught. It's Brown. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Holds on, it's Brown. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Just keep slinging it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. The run to the right. Sees some running room. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with second and 4. On the run, it's Lewis. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable. Having the big lead, plus 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now, you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
Fresh set of downs going up top. And they can't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Wants to go up top on second down. He's got it down the field. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Going for 6. Touchdown, Clemson. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Under pressure. He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Virginia sideline. I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Makes the grab. It's Courtney. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Drops back. It's Daniels. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Hands it off. There he goes. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pushes ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Clemson.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You've got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have 1 left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Making the adjustment. To the air, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Lost the throw on 1st. Makes the grab. Quick step and go. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Fresh set of downs going to the air. And they're not on the same page there.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come.
Makes the grab and room to run. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Beebe. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides to the back. He's stopped. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this will be for the win. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.